Right then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are just 2 more series before the aegis is lifted, and both of these teams want to make it through to that grand final. Team Spirit and Team Secret. Team Spirit have continued to defy expectations since a difficult first day of the group stage, powering past more experienced teams with their natural, lethal synergy and lightning-fast mechanical skill. They thrive in dangerous situations and play without fear. But can they keep their fairy tale run going all the way to the grand finals? It is the moment of truth for the boys from Eastern Europe. And here's Team Secret came into this tournament as one of the favorites to lift the aegis, and you better believe they're ready to meet those expectations. They are led by 10-time TI attendee and former champion Puppy, and they're one of the most dynamic, flexible teams in the world. They are ready for anything, and they're especially ready to win. Can they resist the weight of expectation dragging them down today, or will they take their rightful place amongst the legends that have come before them?
And we saw yesterday that Collapse was able to get them through that early to mid game, so that's the hero I'm looking out for here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Spirit wants to make sure that they're shutting down the Terrorblade, because they have good ways of mitigating the Terrorblade and, you know, not taking damage from him, like the Mars Bulwark, for example. But they don't have great ways of killing him once he gets like the Satanic Scotty sort of thing. So like once he has those items, I could see Team Secret completely popping off. But Team Spirit wants to pop off in the laning stage and with the rotations around the map, as opposed to just like in team fights.
So there's going to be a small window opportunity for Spirit to be able to pop off and destroy Secret before they can get on.
Definitely, and Secret just wants to farm their own side of the map.
25 to 40 minutes is all Spirit, and I think as you go on from there, Team Secret will take it.
I don't even need to send it to you for the last word. Now I got it already for free.
There you go, easy.
That's incredible. All right, so what can Secret do to prevent this early pop-off? What's their best bet?
I really do think it's holding their tier 1 towers. You got Mag, you got Terrorblade. You just need space on the map to farm. But we saw the Collapse Armlet Mars. We have the Jakiro coming into play. I think if you can pick on Toronto, Tokyo, and perhaps Yatoro, it'll make them have to commit resources on the side of Team Spirit in order to protect them rather than be on the aggressive. And I think that's the best way they can do it.
A lot's riding on Nisha because he's like the only active hero in the early game. Even the supports are not so active. They're good +1s. Like they're good at running at places with Nisha, but Nisha is like the absolute baseline for everything Team Secret wants to do.
And every other player at TI combined was 7 and 25 outside of him.
It
so
doesn't surprise me. We've
that's
talked about
pretty
how
incredible.
This hero has just fallen off so much since the Animajor, except for Team Spirit. I don't know what he does. I mean, buys the armlet.
Well, right now he dies.
From Matu in that disgusting form of his, and the right clicks from Puppy. It looks like it's going to be a nut. So first blood goes the way of Team Secret.
Well, taking full advantage of hitting level 2 first here with the ET and Terrorblade combination, getting the reflection as well as Metamorphosis running. And they will take that. It's a nice start for Puppy. In the mid lane, Nisha is going up against Toronto, Tokyo, Void Spirit against Storm. I think this is a pretty even lane.
Nisha is doing for Nisha, though.
Wonder if he's going to find the one that was placed on his half as a result of that. Storm is perhaps going to make a move. Toronto Tokyo will be farming up the stacks for now. Has the potential to make a move top if he wants to.
Yeah, that is a pretty juicy stack to be taken here. And Toronto Tokyo looks like he's going to get most of it, if not all. No pressure being set here from Team Secret as of yet. Although they do have a 2-man smoke on the way towards the top lane here. As Nisha ready to try to get some kills now. Starting to ramp things up. Mira not quite level 6, so can't relocate top as of yet. And we'll see what the tower defense is going to be for Team Spirit, if any. Because we've seen some teams just give this up super early. We've seen a lot of contests, more so than in previous patches.
Zai is kind of baiting Yatoro here to try to go for his creep so that they can get the opener. Yeah, but we'll be spotted out by the illusion here. I think both YapzOr as well as Nisha. Nisha might not have been envisioned yet. He's going to try for it.
Yeah, Yatoro doesn't have mana. He has the wand to be able to haunt successfully. If he really wants to. Is Nisha. All right, there comes Mira. Hooked up with Toronto Tokyo, but Nisha needs to get out. It looks like he'll do so successfully, at least for now. Yatoro continuing to pursue, though. Very hard to catch up to Nisha for sure here, as Toronto Tokyo has the horsey ready to go. Double damage bottled as well, so we'll see if he wants to get active.
That was a multi-purpose mid TP. That was pretty nice.
We have a haunt coming out. Mira looks like he's going to get dropped by Nisha. Yatoro, in the meantime, taking out Puppy. So it's a 1-for-1 on just the supports. Miposhka in the trees will likely fall next, although Yatoro has something to say about that potentially. Coming in from the downside of the trees here. Still going for that Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, Toronto Tokyo might want to do something here with the DD.
Fine. Yeah, skewer out to safety for Toronto Tokyo with that double damage. RP onto 2! Beautifully timed from Zai into the Fade. Well, that is going to be a super easy kill of Toronto Tokyo. And now Yatoro not reciprocating the high five at all. Trying to TP out. Oh my god, how much HP did he have? Barely gets out.
We'll see what the choice is for Secret, but for now, still just very calm. Pushka and Nisha. Haste goes to Toronto Tokyo. He does have the Kaiosange, so...
Okay. And they do have the Blink on Collapse, and they have the Ags on Yatoro. So.
They want to do something here for sure, and there's the smoke. Maybe they'll try to find Matsu. He will have the Aegis, though. And a Zai Magnus covering on the respawn.
Yep, wrapping around the Roche pit. Looks like Zai might be the first
like
one they run into. We're not going to do more Christmas songs here. Zai able to blink out to safety, along with the rest of his team. The zipping from Toronto Tokyo is basically out of mana. Now Zai gets the skewer off, but it's on an illusion. In the meantime, Miposhka gets picked off. There's the big arena coming through with the Earth Splitter to follow Matu. Trying to go on top of Collapse. They'll finally bring him down. The buyback down to the Jakiro. He's going to TP into the outpost. Matu still has that Aegis online. Looks like they're finally going to expend it here pretty soon. Toronto Tokyo might be happy with that engagement as Nisha. Looks like he's going to walk away safely. Matu still has that, or use that Aegis. I mean, not Nisha in the meantime. Looks like they'll pick off Yatoro. That is a really big kill, just away from his entire team here. I thought they were going to try to go for the Aegis and then just back off, but couldn't cleanly do so.
Yeah, they couldn't get Spectre out of that trouble in the mid lane. And yeah, effectively what Yatoro ended up doing there was keep the Rubik and Elder Titan at bay for most of the fight, right? But, oh, Toronto Tokyo. Straight in on Nisha. There's a good spear.
Nice spear from Collapse. Can they actually bring out Nisha? He gets off the Dissimulate. Nisha, another Aether Remnant, buying him some time, but Toronto Tokyo is going to get Yules immediately and basically out of mana to speak of. And Nisha, Astral Step now for another 4 seconds. Actually trying to get aggressive here. Can they go back in? Zai gets in with the huge skewer onto 2, and they bring them down instantly. Team Secret clicking on all cylinders here.
I think it's called firing. Very easily make quick work of the Mars, and then Spectre with the Haunt. Like you said, maybe a little bit of a misstep. Miposhka.
Yeah, oh, Horn Toss into the RP. Toronto Tokyo will be able to get out, and Collapse jumps in with a huge arena, taking out the Rubik to start things out. Matu getting extremely low. The Sunder on his teammate will live as a result. And Zai just burning down to Miposhka's dual breath. So Spirit having a really good defense here, as Satanic is picked up by Matu, but he's stuck in a lot of trouble here, Cinderin. And he's going to be brought down as well. Team Spirit, they're not done yet. They have Nisha in their sights, but you can see the silence coming out on Toronto Tokyo, who's not scared to pursue, apparently, but probably should be.
Yeah, Nisha can kill him in 5 seconds here if he sticks around. He is thinking about it. He has some power still. All right, Collapse was looking for him.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Now the Blind Spear, typical.
Oh, sometimes it hits.
For Collapse, it feels like it always does.
Yeah, true.
He might be taking the shard off of Roche. Nisha's shard is quite good.
Spirit know this is happening. They're planning their way to attack here. They do have Haunt vision, of course.
Not quite in range. Miposhka gets off the ice path. Of course, they have some pretty good zoning capabilities here with Miposhka's ult, who's going to get initiated on to start with. Toronto Tokyo jumps in with the BKB. Can't really find anybody, though. Miposhka gets up to full HP, collapses a huge arena onto several heroes, but the right clicks from Matu might be enough for Toronto Tokyo to take a tumble. He gets out just barely with any HP. Yataro in the meantime, he's going to take the damage from Matu instead. Nice, Zai gets in with that skewer collapse, taking additional damage here. Roach is still only at half HP, so they can't really steal it, as it looks like Yataro will go down. No haunt available, even if he buys back here. So 2 for nothing as Collapse looks to be the third. Team Secret is doing a really good job of armor toggling, but not good enough here, Cinder, as Miposhka stuck in harm's way. Zai able to get to safety here for the moment. Dissimulate. Looks like Nisha might go down if they can find a little bit of distance here. Up the Sunder from Matu, keeping his teammate alive. Toronto Tokyo gets dropped now. Double kill for Matu. The Sunder on the teammate. That is absolutely huge, and this is going to be a dieback now for Mira. A full team wipe, and Team Secret lost nobody. And this turns into a 5v4 as Matu just hitting the buildings, going for the Mega
still
Creeps.
have all their spells except Elder Titan ulti, so the RP is still in play. Zai as well as Nisha's discs are used now, but they're going to get Megas off this. Spirit just aren't ready to fight.
So Mega defense attempt here from Team Spirit. Oh, the horn toss from Zai, and I would assume the RP to follow here pretty shortly. Looks like they'll have enough damage. Yataro gets off the mantle for now. Looks like he's going to live for a little bit longer. The Yules from Nisha in the meantime, but the Fade Bolt on the other side takes out Yataro. And it looks like this is going to be a Game 1 victory for Secret here, Cinderin, as they are looking extremely warmed up in this game number 1.
Yeah, this game has just not really been close except 1 or 2 fights where Spirit lined up everything perfectly. And YapzOr now finally gets the dream steal of the game. I don't know if this is the first time in the game he's had it. It kind of feels like it, but has that level 4 Ice Path with maxed out Arcane Supremacy, effectively turning this into, what's that, over a 3-second stun. Instant cast.
Toronto Tokyo showing off the axe, but the instant telekinesis. Oh, they're doing a lot of damage to Zai. Looks like he's going to be dropped down in the end, but Secret getting the better of this exchange as Matu pops the BKB, just going absolute ham on Collapse. There's the Ice Path again. GG's is called, Cinder, and Secret take Game 1 in convincing fashion.
Yeah, they did, especially what really set up for this huge lead for Secret, just the way the first 5 minutes went, right? Or the first 10 minutes. They're doing great in their lanes. Spirit, when they do get their levels on the heroes that need to make the plays, they just aren't able to. Secret just one step ahead every time. They have the right amount of heroes for the plays. I think especially both Puppy and YapzOr just doing some really, really good hero placements on the map, right?
Farms pretty much against Void Spirit. The only heroes Kunkka struggles in lane against are ones that prevent him from continuously walking up and Tidebringering the creeps. So I think that's really good for them here, but it's a matter of it's those first 2 rotations I'm looking out for from the Secret supports. The first rotation to Jug's lane in order to kill Collapse with the Inkswell, and then the second one diving Toronto Tokyo's mid tower. So if either of these cores on Team Spirit,
he'll be able to walk back and should be able to be fine to help contest these bounties, I would assume. Not sure if Team Spirit's going to stick around for a while, but do get some good damage to start this game out. So looking at the lineups, obviously Morphling, Dark Willow, that is a combo that I wouldn't say it's quite at the same level as Earthshaker, but it's close. It's really, really good.
Collapse is going to run into trouble.
Yep, that is trouble. And his name is Matu. See the Grimstroke coming out with the slow into the Blade Fury. Matu gets first blood for Team Secret.
Spirit were just not expecting Secret to have rotated over there and planted so many heroes, and he just walked straight into it. Usually as Tide, you feel pretty confident level 1, but this lane matchup is kind of scary for you. The Jugger as well as Ench, and of course you had the Grimstroke as part of that play as well. YapzOr resisting the temptation of skilling Inkswell for the first blood, didn't need it, so he goes to lane with Stroke of Fate, which is much better bottom together with Magnus. You just want to push in that wave and try to open up for pulls. Also a better trading spell for him against the line of Miposhka. They're going to be hitting each other a bit here in the bot lane.
As we see Blade Fury from Matu in the top lane, you can see the Centaur making his way over to try to get a potential stomp here, but Shadow Realm going to keep Mira alive at the very least. Collapse very low on HP here, and Matu does have his ult, but no mana to work with. His Puppy going to get ganked here from Toronto Tokyo. X with the boat coming in. And Collapse just wants to get some XP here, Cinder. Oh, okay, the stomp comes out. Puppy still survives, but finally that second right click.
Yeah, if that stomp would have hit, he might have lived. Both of the Team Spirit heroes just narrowly dodging it there. So it's a good gank from Toronto Tokyo to do find a kill. It's going to cost him a little bit of health on the mid tower, and actually his bounty rune here will be stolen by Nisha. But Collapse was in trouble. He needed help.
Oof, does he run? Oh, Nisha, did he get vision there?
I don't think he saw him.
Oh man, that was super close.
He must have. The TP out from Collapse there.
Was looking for the higher priority kill potentially.
Yeah.
Matu will be fine here. We did see Morphling turn into Magnuson. That is kind of hilarious. You waveform in, you skewer them back. I mean, this early on, that's basically like having a blink dagger. That has pretty high impact.
You get him power too.
Yeah, true.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, Nisha. See the smoke coming in from Team Spirit. Looks like Nisha is going to be their target of choice. A very slippery hero to find though, but that's what X is for. But Nisha already on his way to his jungle.
Yeah, going for a different build this game.
This is to be a little bit harder. They can get the Torrent to start things off into the Earth Strike and the Finger. Nicely done from Team Spirit. Blade Fury did not go off in time for Matu.
Yeah, despite all of those wards Secret had earlier, 2 of them either got expired or dewarded, and they just did not have the read that this play was coming in from Team Spirit. Very nice with the Torrent opener and the burst. And they're going to just rotate straight back down to bottom to try and still defend this tower when the Jugger isn't here pushing. First of all, they knew that he was in the triangle because he wasn't pushing by. And now that he's dead, can very easily hold this with the primary pushing hero of Secret on the sidelines. Team Spirit will defend that bottom tower, no problem.
E-Blade was already completed for that kill on Yataro, so on his way to the Ags next. So this is going to be a freebie for Team Spirit. Aegis likely to go to Yataro.
For style points, he's going to waveform through it and grab it on the way out of the pit.
That's when you know he's really feeling himself here.
Yeah. It's that efficiency.
We have a skewer back onto Collapse, into the Blade Fury, but Matu just doesn't do that much damage right now. Needs the Shard, which he is going for next. E-Blade applied to him for now. Nisha able to blow up Miposhka on the front line here. So this turns into a 5v4 situation with Secret having the advantage, but they don't have the Roche advantage. Oh, Zai, RP only onto 1, but can't really find a maneuver to try to skewer him back, but it doesn't matter. Nisha and Matu blow up Toronto Tokyo.
And they're not done yet. Mira
looks like he... Oh, the skewer does cancel the TP in Shadow Realm form. And that is going to turn into a 3rd kill for Secret, despite giving up Roche. Win that fight handily. So that basically...
Yeah, he is also queuing up the Shard. It does give him some interesting counterplay potential with that strong Dispel. If he precasts it on Jugger or Void Spirit when they go in, can obviously save them from Ravage or from Terrorize or, you know, line combos. If they, as long as they instant press one of their defensive abilities coming out of the swell. Could prove to be really useful, but not the plan.
Zai gets off the horn toss, skewer into the RP, but the BKB is activated. It's not really going to help against the Omni Slash, but a lot of it is tanked with creep. So Toronto Tokyo getting some backup with Collapse and a huge Ravage. Down goes Matu, and now you see Yataro at his best. E-Blade double kill, 3 dead for Secret in his Shadow Realm form, just decimating. Nisha able to get a pick off though. But very unfortunate that there was a creep wave there, Sinner, because I think he was dead.
I'm not even sure he was dead there.
It's possible.
You gotta look at the stats for this. Like, it's...
But still a ways away from finishing that. As Toronto Tokyo making his way to Secret's jungle.
Nisha's in.
All right, Nisha doing a lot of damage to Lion in the meantime. We see a skewer on the other side. Toronto Tokyo gets RP'd again.
He won't
into the Omni Slash again. Will he live this time, Cinderin? The Blade Fury is out. He's not doing that much damage, but finally goes down. It takes so much to kill him.
Great Earthquake.
Spike on Nisha, E-Blade, but there's the E on this to proc. A huge kill for Secret, but my lord, Cinderin, Gabe and Almighty, that took a lot.
Yeah.
Into the Roche Pit, I assume they will attempt.
Yeah, no buyback on the Kunkka. They don't know this, obviously, but they might have a feeling because of the Chrysalis that he was showing in that fight. Doesn't seem like they have the confidence to try to push for it, though. Even 4v5, I think Team Spirit can still win a fight. Well, they don't have Ravage either, though, so maybe not, but I'm never counting out Morph Willow.
True.
Crazy stuff can always happen, and they're going to find it.
Initiation. Yataro's in here as well, but Nisha jumps in and blows up the Lion. Buyback to come right afterwards. Looks like Puppy's going to live here. Matu continuing to go ham. Double kill for him. 3 dead for Team Spirit. Yataro
in his Shadow Realm form. Gets the silence off. Can they actually bring him down this time? Impetus does quite a bit of damage. There's the Astral Step to follow. Has his attribute shift. They just not doing enough damage to him. Yataro getting spinned out with that Shard Matu. Into the Aether Remnant. Another buyback for Team Spirit. Yataro gets the waveform off. There's the burst damage from Lion. Yataro finally taken out by Nisha. It takes so much to kill these heroes, but Secret find it.
E-blade combo I've seen in my entire life. He did a grand total of like 150 damage with his E-blade adaptive strike onto Matu. Fully strength morphed. He threw everything he had in the bag at him, and it was nothing.
Very tense game here, Cinder. And the Hex initiation from Eposhka. Into the Gush to follow. Collapse actually blocks off the tree line. Very nice. And with the finger and the E-blade, Zai takes a tumble. Puppey. They still have buyback on Zai if they really want to fight here. Puppey feeling pretty confident. There's the jump in from Nisha. Trying to go for the Dark Willow. Not going to be able to get the kill yet. And looks like Secret are playing a little bit more defensive. But they do force the buyback out of Zai.
Secret, that was a little bit uncharacteristic for them. You know, there's nothing for Zai to really TP on. There's no tier 2 tower. There's obviously no outpost in this area that he can connect with. And Team Spirit have all the opportunity in the world there to disengage. There was nothing pinning them down so the mag would be able to connect in time. And eventually ultimately that just feels like a wasted buyback that doesn't really give them anything unless they find an opening now. Nisha completes his Octarine Core. Yapzor will complete his Axe in 50 gold. And despite that, Secret are still looking to fight so close to a really key item potentially. I'll try to find the
He's going to get sheeped right off the bat. This will be a dieback for Team Secret. And they lose Yapzor as well. Matu, he's going to get his TP canceled as well. There's the Terrorize to follow. Team Spirit. 3 quick kills in their favor.
They had that old Ob sentry down here from 4 minutes ago.
Wow.
That Secret were standing on, and it makes all the difference there for getting that Hex onto the mag. I think Yapzor got one shot with the Kingteka Cleave as well, by the way.
Definitely disappeared somewhere.
That was just that Silver Edge hit onto the mag. Yapzor just vanished. That's huge. They don't have buyback on Jug or mag.
Yeah,
this is at least if they push for it, they could almost win. This is reminiscent of the IG game in the upper bracket that we started out the entire main event with, where Team Spirit fall behind, they find one key fight, and then just go for everything. Let's see if they have the confidence here to do it. They know there's no buyback on mag. They don't know about Jug.
Yeah, not knowing about Jug means that they probably play this a little bit safe. So they're going to get the bottom set of racks.
Are we talking about
like
the same Team Spirit here?
Yep, they're going for the win here. We have the X into the boat. Down goes Puppey. He does have buyback. Nisha jumping in, trying to bide some time for his team, but still 40 seconds away from these core heroes coming back. Nisha, Eon Disc does proc. Fortification is finally forced out for Team Secret. Team Spirit looking to finish this game number 2 to force a game 3 in this lower bracket finals. Dark Portrait is available for Yapzor. As we see the Soulbind, there's the Dark Portrait. Morphling doing a lot of damage. The Silence coming in from Nisha as well. Yataro getting extremely low, trying to focus the Ancient. He dies, but buys back into the game. The Ravage now, though. Nisha's dead, buys back himself. Focusing on the racks. Where is Yataro? He's still trying to make his way onto this side of the map. They're just going to focus the racks, and Team Spirit take game 2 in very, very exciting fashion.
What a way to win that game. You know the saying, wards win games. I don't think Team Spirit, when they placed that ward combination down there, expected that that was what was going to win them the game 4 minutes later. But what do you know? Secret wander down there, they get caught off guard, and they don't have their buybacks. And this was a game that Secret pulled back from looking really, really rough. They get into a favorable position, they lose their Aegis on Matu bot, and then they still continue to...
I see.
And ET's going to be the 4.
Yeah, ET running in and disrupting seems really good this game. And as a 5, you can't do that because you just feed due to no items. But like Wyvern and Magnus, they're looking for these big counter initiations, which if you're using all of your spells to stop this like position for ET from punching you, then you can't do that. So I do think that actually makes a lot of sense, and the disruption is what's important from the SD as well as the ult.
So even though we don't have that same playmaking potential that we saw out of PSGLGD yesterday.
Disruption, Matu's there.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
Nice
neutral
play from
creep
Hero.
gets the first blood for the neutrals. That's a lot of extra gold for all those creeps. They combine, and then you just get even more gold when you kill them, Cinder, and that's definitely how it works. Denying first blood gold, though, that's pretty big. And that'll break up the fight completely.
I feel like there might have been a potential play there for Secret to get a stun off from Lina onto the Storm if the Avalanche toss were staggered as much as possible out of Matu there.
Oh, the big jump in from Toronto Tokyo, and the terrorize to follow. Puppy's in the vicinity. Can they save him? Shadow, or the disruption is there, and now Toronto Tokyo looks to be the one taken out. It's going to be a 1-for-1 though. Laguna Blade expended, and now Mira getting absolutely beat down. Looks like Puppy gets credit for that one. So a 2-for-1 overall. Who died first between the mid laners?
I think the Storm was killed off first.
Okay.
Yes, he was. Did get the return gold onto Nisha there, but
does Mira know? Is he? No, he's dead. Oh my God, he dies in midair. The double damage.
That is actually pretty close to Little Red Riding Hood there. That was on Dark Willow. I'll take that. That's
oh my God, Maposhka gets off the Winter Skirts, but it's not going to last that long because he's all alone. Matu, oh, he throws the tree and destroys him. Cold Embrace saving Collapse for now, but you have to think that he will die here. Gets tossed up into the air. Matu pops the BKB, but a lot of damage coming from Mitaro. The Construct actually ripping through this rock. He's going to get the kill. Nisha looks next on the target. He gets inside the trees. Nice vision from Toronto Tokyo. Double kill for Yataro. Collapse is still somehow alive here. Puppy getting some cover thanks to the Echo Stomp, but triple kill for Yataro. He's just bringing everyone down to their knees. Out of nowhere, Yataro. I mean, he's been top net worth for a while, Cinderin, and it's really showing in that fight.
Such a heads-up play there from Eposhka to not die, right? They kind of got a little bit desperate with the dive. Matumba thought he could kill him no problem, but the 2 swings he got in were not critical strikes. And Eposhka got to reset out, dodge the tree throw as well. You're going to see the replay here. So the 2 swings come in here. Curse. None of them crits. Now he wants to throw the tree. That gets blinked. And this is where Matsu probably just gets out, right? But Nisha has committed in from the back, so they feel a little bit forced to go. Great Cold Embrace.
True.
And the damage just isn't enough there onto Collapse.
Yep.
And then Yatoro just goes in cleanup crew, no problem.
Yatoro getting another kill to his name here onto Yapzor. And that was past the tier 2 towers, and the tier 1 was still remaining until just now. As Gem is on the deck. And Nisha and company looking to find their way back in this game. Still pretty even, I would say. 29 minutes in, 3K net worth lead for Spirit. And next Roche, we won't know for a bit. Outpost being taken. Will be successful as Team Spirit are fully smoked right now.
Matsu finds a big item here. Got himself the Titan Sliver on Tiny. That's a very big pickup for him.
Yeah.
A lot more damage. The status resist is nice. Puppy. He has disc.
Eon disc procs. Toronto Tokyo goes to the back line looking for Zai. Looks like Puppy gets off the Ghost Scepter as well. Will be brought down eventually, but there's the Laguna Blade with the LSA Nisha. Do they get enough damage? They do. Matu gets the kill. Onto that Sven. Yataro is donezo. Earth Splitter comes out, not doing too much though. Collapse attempting to get out, but Matu's right clicks are just too much to withstand. Toronto Tokyo creating enough space there. A big fight for Secret. They do lose Nisha. So,
and something we maybe haven't touched on so much, right? One of the key things for Secret in this game, compared to a lot of the games that they do well in, Nisha has been so quiet.
Oh, they might have found Matu. Does have the BKB Avatos to follow, but Collapse gets saved. And Matu is just completely alone, Cinder, just looking for some sort of collateral, but it's not going to happen. Down goes Matu. Does have buyback, however. High ground defense is there, Team Secret. Oh, Toronto Tokyo goes really deep, but there's a big skewer from Collapse onto 2. Good lord! Double kill for Yataro! Basically in just one Echo Saber double slap. Absolutely filthy stuff here from Yataro again. And a great initiation from Collapse. And this means likely a mid-rax to follow, but Puppy's going to get initiated on. There's the Eon Disc to proc, the buyback now onto Nisha. Matu has spawned naturally. And it looks like they might actually be able to defend this, as the God Strength is running out here shortly, Cinderin. Matu in wolf form again. But there's that really annoying Curse Crown with the Shard into the Bramble. And Team Spirit, oh my, they are so close, Cinderin, to getting to the Grand Finals here.
It's unbelievable. If you would have asked me the odds of this before the tournament, of Spirit getting to the finals, man.
Oh, Matu, all right.
Well, let's not count the
Mira has the extra tosses to work
with.
That's 2 deaths now in quick succession in favor of Team Secret, but still the buybacks remain. We'll see if Secret can force these out.
and get much done. Maybe he doesn't feel like it was an option anyway because of the hero matchups. Like maybe he just thinks it's too hard against Wyvern, Sven, and Meg to ever do it.
Puppy has definitely survived through a lot of this, but Yataro now has a nullifier, so you can dispel Eon Disc. And, oh, Puppy is going to get the disruption off, gets stuck inside the bramble, pops the Ghost Scepter preemptively, but he's going to die shortly after.
Great curse!
Yep, that's a huge curse onto 3 heroes as Team Secret get RP from Collapse, and the right clicks are there from Yataro. Triple kill for him, making an ultra kill. Will he get another Rampage at TI-10? Absolutely! Yataro does it again, Cinderin! Holy Jesus! Yataro and company are right at the edge now of going to the TI-10 Grand Finals.
Secret have 0 buybacks. If they just get a wave into the base and go for towers, it's over. They could finish maybe even before Lycan respawns.
I'm dead.
Oh, they're definitely going to go for this. 100%.
It's
and
over.
They're going to call GG. The underdog story is still alive. Team Spirit move on to the Grand Finals. What a performance. Team Spirit, man. It's hard not to be rooting for them right now because they have been the underdogs for so long. Even in just their region. It's been VP the entire year that we've been talking about. But Team Spirit showing up big time now.
And again, the storyline, it just feels like it's such a repeat story of TI-6 and TI-8 with DC and OG respectively, with this underdog team that gets knocked down in the lower bracket. Remember, Team Spirit got knocked down in round 1. They lost to IG 2-1. They've crawled through the lower bracket the whole way.
That's true.
To now get to the Grand Finals. They've just beaten one top team after the other to get there. They've got so much momentum going their way. And in many ways, if you were to compare it to previous TI, I think TI-6 is the most similar one. Now it's against the absolute giants